This is Through the Cracks, a podcast about the gaps in our society and the people who fall through them.
People like Relisha Rudd.
Relisha.
The last thing I remember was Relisha telling me she's coming back. She's going to her aunt's house. She never came back.
There are all these kind of little inflection points in Relisha's life.
That's Jonquilyn Hill. She's the host of Through the Cracks. It's a new podcast from WAMU 88.5, exploring all the social safety nets that exist in our society and whether they're working or not.
There were just all these moments where someone could have intervened and said, something about here isn't right. Or someone could have noticed, like, wait, where is this little girl? Something's odd.
How can you have a young girl abducted at a shelter that's run by the city, and apparently she's taken by an employee of the city who works at this shelter? How does that happen before anyone notices?
6 months after Relisha went missing, the city put out a report saying that the tragic events were not preventable. And so that's more what I'm kind of want to get at. It's kind of this thing of like, well, how is this not preventable?
Hill spent a while investigating what happened with nearly every institution or person that had a hand in Relisha's life, from the homeless shelter in her school to her family.
There's not one person or one entity to blame. It's a mixture of a lot of people not communicating with each other and not speaking up. There are all these different instances that could have gone differently.
What are you hoping that people who are listening to this podcast can take from it?
I hope they walk away thinking more about the children in their lives, the most vulnerable people in their lives, and that they take a moment to look out for them and check in with them and just make sure that they're okay.